What is up, friends? Yeah, this afternoon I decided that it's about time I work on this thing. I've been wanting to do this for a little while. But basically, the idea is sometimes when you're doing React testing library or using React or DOM testing library, um, you're going to like make some sort of like do some sort of action, like you click on a button, and then you're going to wait for an element to appear on the page. So if you're loading a I don't know, some data from the server, and then it comes back, you're going to be waiting for that data to appear on the page. And even like in your unit tests, you're going to be mocking out the HTTP call, and even then, you're going to be waiting for that thing to come back on from the page. So I thought it'd be great to add a find by and a find by all, which allow you to more easily do this. Basically, it's pretty simple. We already have a wait for element, which will just wait for an element to come back, and you provide a callback function that will be call like that'll return the element that you want to have found, and it'll just keep on calling that callback function until it gets that element back. And so it would like these would be pretty easy, straightforward APIs, but I need to write them and make tests for them and that kind of thing. So yeah, and we've also Alex has already made like this add-on thing that basically does this for yeah, because he thought it was really helpful, and so it's good. I might reference this later on. We'll have to see. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm working on this as we speak, or as I type this, and we'll pull in YouTube, our YouTube link there, and yeah, let's make this thing happen. So first thing I'm gonna do, I already like updated dependencies and made a Let me make a store update steps. It's nothing really was significant or anything. So we've got a queries. Where is it? Element queries. All that these tests right here. I think I'm gonna add a new queries dot find dot js. Just because I feel like this is a bit big of a test file, so I'm just gonna pull this in. We're not gonna need that or this. We'll just use render, and I'm gonna use instead of query by, we'll do find. Do find here, and each one of these finds is going to yeah, it'll need to resolve to something. So instead of to be null, we'll do let's see, it's just expect. They have a resolves. Yeah, resolves to be null. Yep. Except find, let's see. Yeah, so find is going to be like get, where it'll reject if it can't find the thing after a certain number of milliseconds. I don't think we're gonna have a like the opposite where we find this thing to not be something there. So like to be null won't make sense in this case. If you want to do that, then you can use our the query, which is called, or not, it's not a query, it's a utility called wait for element to be removed. Use that instead. So we're not going to have anything like, there wouldn't be a situation where to be null makes sense. So that being the case, I'm going to, yeah, we're going to go ahead and make some HTML here that would make sense for what we're trying to accomplish. So we'll say div Lucy Ricardo, and data test ID equals Lucy Ricardo. Ricardo. And we'll say aria label. And select text. So we're going to need a select option value. Okay. And then placeholder text. So input value the Ricardo. Say, yeah, I guess that's, yeah, I haven't coded up like raw HTML in such a long time. I don't know if that's legit anymore. Like if you can just say value, pretty sure you can, maybe. Okay, so then we need a placeholder text. Yeah, actually this is placeholder. Here we go. We'll probably want to add another one there, but and then get by text, that'll get our div. Get by alt text, so image. What do I do for that? Image. There we go. We'll just do that one. But this will be Lucy Ricardo. Okay, cool. We're gonna have a couple others, but we'll start with those. And instead of resolving those to be null, we'll resolve them to be in the document. Okay, cool. And we're extending expect. One thing I'm gonna do here, since I'm here, is I'm gonna add a test. You know what? I can't remember where that is. So let's go to KCD scripts. And we're going to look for the built-in jest config. And that's going to look, oh, whoops. Config, that one. This is going to look for S setup env. We're going to make that. And this is where I'm going to do the jest dom extend expect there. And I don't need to do that in these. Oh, where am I doing it? Cool. Okay. Go back here, queries find, and I'm going to run the test. This is going to fail, of course, because these will not be defined. And we're running a whole bunch because I changed a bunch of files. So I just want to run queries find. Here we go. Sweet. Find by test ID is not a function. All right, cool. So let us make that a function. Hold on real quick. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go queries in here, and I think we'll just put all the find all by stuff down here. So I'm gonna make, pretty sure that this is basically all that I need. And we'll get wait for element. Wait for element from wait for element. And then oh, it's a named export. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get find by text, find all by text. Yeah, okay. Cool. So we basically just need to do this for every query. And you know what? I feel like, boy, this is kind of crazy. I'm gonna we'll do an export here for these. Okay, so this is going to be yeah, that's going to be by text. This one's going to be by label text. It will be by placeholder. Oh, whoops. By alt text and by test ID. Oh, is this going to be placeholder text? Yeah, whoops. By placeholder. Okay, come on now. Cool. Find by select text. Function, so we need that one. By test ID. By select text. Cool. Okay. Location null. Oh, we need to make this async. And each of these need to be await. Okay, there we go. Location null does not contain such and such. Oh, that must be, yeah, so this render test util helper thing is getting the queries for our container. Okay. Okay, so to be in the document won't work because the document doesn't contain, or we're not rendering it into the document. So instead, to be truthy is probably good enough. Okay, it's failing. As let's look at this really quick. So it occurs to me that there could be a situation where you'd want to customize the options as to wait for element. So each one of these queries, let me check out the docs really quick, but I'm pretty sure queries. So label text, container text options, and then container text options, container text options. Just got to make sure they all have the same API value, but yeah, option. Okay, cool. So I think what we're gonna do, actually, you know what? I feel like we're gonna actually deprecate. Can't remember. Oh, that's the wrong repo. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we wanted to deprecate those two in favor of things. Okay, I've got a couple of things to do. So we need to remove. I'm gonna add this to remove like that, or I select text and, or yeah, remove undocumented query like it, or by select text by value can be or are now handled via I did. This would change time work. Okay. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna need just 1 second because I'm getting tired of standing, so I'm gonna grab my chair. So things are about to get kind of weird. 1 second. Because I'm gonna roll up my green screen. And I forgot that I had my water sitting on my chair. And I desperately need water. There we go. Much better. Okay, cool. So, good. Okay. Unable to find a select element, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to be testing the select element. Get by display value. Find by display value. By select text. Display value. And it's missing something. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is incorrect. It's not doing what I think it is. So what we're gonna do is we'll come in here. We'll put it right there. I'll just paste. Boom. Aha. So then if I change, oh, that's interesting. Oh, the value. Okay. Ah, yes, that makes sense. So we say Lucy, Ricardo. Lucy. There we go. That should fix it. Ta-da! It did. Good. Very good. Very good. So, let's see what other queries I'm missing. So we've got label text, placeholder text, display value, text. We have text. Yep, text. Alt text is there. Title. We don't have title. So let's do that one. Okay. Title. Find by title. Rely on the underlying queries to make sure that we're selecting the right element. Yep, so title does not exist. Okay, sweet. Got title, display value, role, the last one. Okay. Sync. Async. I need. Okay, cool. Good. So the next thing I want to verify. Okay, so I did go through and check that they all accept 3 arguments. So I'm going to make a slight change to all of this. Now that I've got it working all nice. And we're going to accept some explicit arguments rather than just args. So, let's see how we're going to do this. I want to do this with multiple cursors. And they are almost all kind of the same to make that possible. So we'll say that. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, okay, we'll just do the, yeah. Okay, so this is going to be container, text, options, and wait for element. Okay, and then the wait for element options are going to come there. Yeah, I feel like this might be a good place for an abstraction. I don't know. What do you think? Seems like probably a good idea. So let's do this. We're going to make a function, make finder. That's going to take our getter and it'll return here. Then we can export const find by text, get by. There we go. And then it'd be find all by text. Get. Okay, I'm gonna make a list really quick. Okay, so real quick, nobody's commented on the YouTube live stream, which makes me feel like I'm doing this all alone. And YouTube isn't showing me how many people are watching right now, which is weird. So, am I talking to myself? Okay, 18 watching now. All right. So send a little comment or like an emoji or something, just so I don't feel so alone. That'd be appreciated. Okay, so we're gonna just these. Okay, so then I'm going to do this. Okay, we're gonna export const find find. Hello, Sebastian. Thank you. 17 people watching now. All right, make finder get boom. And then we're going to take this, we'll hit enter, we'll go over here, find all, and get all. That'll do it. Boom. Okay, and then we can just get rid of all of this nastiness. I'm not alone. Thank you, friends. Okay, cool. We are here. Okay, Sweet. So now we have taken all that giant block of code and created this. If I wanted to take this a step further, something I could do is use Babel plugin CodeGen, and then I do CodeGen dot, I just do CodeGen right here. And then I would do some fancy, like, get me all the queries and then generate all these exports. But I don't think I want to do that. I feel like that would complicate things a little bit too much. So, yeah, I think this is pretty good. I feel pretty good about this. Take the container, the text, the options, and wait for element options. And we pass them along. So next thing I want to do is I want to verify that each one of these is going to throw an error. King Daro and Tony. See, there are some people that I just recognize from every single one of these streams, and you are all so nice to have this video open while you're scrolling through Twitter. No, just kidding. You're very nice. Okay. So I want to sort these actually. So we've got label text, and I'm going to put group these as well. Okay, cool. So then I'm going to pull all these right here, and we'll just get rid of that. And then we'll get rid of this. And then I'm going to do all of this stuff. Here, I want to do this in the right order though. One of the highlights of my day is watching Kent struggle with something. Oh, thanks, Tony. Not alone. Sometimes I'll just sit here like this for a long time. Like, I don't know. And I'm thinking, I try to say my thoughts out loud, but yeah, sometimes I don't know. It's becoming hard to watch you live from Germany. Yeah. What time is it in Germany? What time is it in Berlin, for example? 8:23 p.m. It's not that late. Come on, Renner. I go to bed. I started going to bed at 10, or I start going to bed at 10:10. I get in bed. I'm asleep by 10:30. I've been practicing this going to bed stuff, like focusing on my breathing and stuff, just to get me so I can fall asleep, because I've just got so many things going on in my head. It's been really working really well. And so I'm able to get to bed at 10:30, and I wake up at around 7:30 or 6:30, and feeling pretty good about that. Also, my wife's not home right now. She's out doing an errand, and I'm pretty sure that just when she left, my son woke up, and I'm supposed to be watching him. And so if he starts crying, I might have to end this live stream early. Yeah, King Daro just said, whenever imposter syndrome hits, remember that Facebook went down for more than a full day because of a server config change. Ouch. That's sad. Okay, I want to sort these really quick. So we're going to do that. And then we've got the role. And then we have display value. And then I feel like I could maybe use, no, I'm not going to overcomplicate things. Okay. Yeah, display value, and then title, and then alt text, and then text, placeholder, text, and then label text. Very good. Okay, so these are in the right order. So then I'm going to go in here. We're going to copy all these, enter, and instead of truthy, to have length 1. And then instead of that find, we'll do find all. And then we'll enter to space those out. And we'll space these out also. Cool. 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 All right, so it's busted. Leave length of 2. Oh, interesting. Find by text. Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, I figured that would be a bad idea. So, test ID example, or yeah. So for our test ID, we're going to use test ID instead. For the ARIA label, test label, test text content, and test value or test display value. In fact, I bet the value isn't even necessary. Test display value right here. And then placeholder test placeholder. My teenager started doing that because of his AP physics class, training himself to sleep on a schedule. Yeah. Yes, it is actually super, super nice. It's not easy, but I'm already starting to feel the effects of being able to actually sleep at night. Go, we got our alt text, and our test title. We'll get rid of that ID, that's not necessary. Cool, I think that should be good. Yeah. Okay, I don't like how this jumps on the next line, so we're gonna do, here we go. And instead of test display value, we'll just do regular display value. Try that again. All right, sweet. Cool, so we've got all of the doodads and what's it's working. So next we're gonna say find asynchronously throws or rejects when, here, let's see. Find rejects when something cannot be found. And we're gonna just do this. And then instead of resolves stuff, oh, whoops. Just realized that my placeholder is jumping on a new line and I don't want that. So a placeholder, there we go. That won't jump on a new line. Okay. And then these, instead of dot resolves, they're all gonna say, oh, whoops. No, we want it to be just these ones. Dot rejects. Actually, I don't know what rejects. Dot rejects. What can we do with that? Rejects to throw. Okay, I guess to throw. Yeah, okay. So to throw blah. We'll fix that later. And we'll just say for all of these actually. Oops. That won't work. Anything. Okay, cool. And one other thing that I want to do with these is we find by title, and then this is going to be, well, the first is our container, but we've bound these queries. So then the first is the text, and then our options, and then actually, you know what? I want to be able to say null. And then timeout is, I'll just do 10 milliseconds. Okay. Here, and actually what we'll do is the query options, then we'll make that null. I want to be able to say null in there. And then our wait or wait out and query. Shorten that because I really don't want to do multiple. I don't know if there's any way out of this. We're just going to have to do multiple. UO. VO. That work? All right. Query options. Wait. I just don't want lines for these. I'm a bad. No, I'm not going to say that. WO query options and WO wait for option. Here we go. Okay, cool. With that, then the reason that I'm setting the timeout to be 10 is so that if there is a failure, I don't have to wait for 4.5 seconds before it tells me that, because I know that if there's a failure, it's going to fail instantly. Oh, right, because we're saying null. So, and I want to be able to say null, right? I think so. So these options for all of these getters. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to worry about that. So you just have to pass an empty object. Okay. Able to find, you know what? All these would just say, yeah, my son's up there. He's starting to throw things out of his bed. I might not have much time left. Okay, I think that's good enough for me. So this, yeah, I'd say we are feature complete on this one. So this is a new feature. It's not breaking anything, and so I'm going to go ahead and release this as is, because next I am going to start breaking stuff, like removing undocumented queries, and then also when you do a get by text, first result or null. So all of these get by queries use this first result or no query helper, and the first result or null, if the length is 0, then we're going to return null. And instead, I want to throw an error. So if there is no element, then we throw an error. If there is more than one, oh, actually, we need to, basically, here's the breaking change. If result.length is greater than 1, then return null. Here as well. Yep. And then first result or null the query. There we go. First result. Anyway, if there's more or less than 1, so if there are no results or there's more than 1, then I want to throw an error. Right now, oh man, where is? Yeah, right now we just throw it if there is no element. Anyway, I'm gonna go get my son. So I'm gonna release this really quick. Then I'm gonna go get my son and we're gonna hang out until my wife gets home. He will not be joining us for a live stream, but I will be doing another live stream later. So let me add all this stuff. I'm gonna make a new branch. Our find queries. Yeah. So commit all the stuff. The message thing here. Let me just check what people are saying. How about a video same day on your VS Code quick edit methods like multiline, etc.? That's a good idea, Tony. Could you ask me on my AMA so I don't forget? I'll just do a link here. That would be a good one. I've actually thought about it and I just keep forgetting. Where's that GitHub issue structure you're using from? Describe the feature you like. You can go to any of my repos and there's a .github directory, and inside of that is where all my GitHub templates are, my issue templates and stuff. How about using just in case to abstract the tests? That's Renner, actually, that's exactly what I was thinking when there was a moment I was in the test. I was like, maybe I'll use, and then I decided not to. I was thinking just in case, but I feel like that would complicate things. This is maybe not like easy to maintain because then you gotta like jump up and back, all over the place. But it's actually pretty simple itself, even though it's like a ton of stuff. It's pretty simple, and I think it's easy to maintain because of that. Okay, get by title has a title as a param. Yeah, so that's what it's called. It's called that, but it doesn't matter what it's called. It's just what really matters, and all that I really care about in creating this make finder is that there are 3 arguments for the getter, and then a 4th argument for the options for the wait for thing. So that's what that is. Okay, cool. Let me write out my commit message. This is a new feature. Find by star adds find by star query type, allowing for async finding of element. Async element query. Ah, man. Oh, we'll just, oh, whoops. What on earth? Okay. Okay. Loses number. 203. Okay. I'm gonna push that. And it gives us this nice little link that I can just open up, and boom. Nice, right? Okay, sweet. Get rid of this. We'll rewrite all this stuff. Add find by type. Closes that. Created a simple make finder function. Query type based on the get by. Okay, checklist. Do that later. Oh man, got a couple things to do that I don't really like doing. Okay, so not that I don't like doing documentation. I like doing documentation. Or TypeScript. TypeScript's great, but yeah, I know. Okay, ready to be merged. We can add PS docs. And that did. So create that pull request. Sweet, we'll let CI run. And then I'm gonna go hang out with my boy for the next like 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll jump back in. And we'll work on a couple other things for React Testing Library. But there you go. That's just like, yeah, that wasn't too bad. Okay, I'll see you all after I hang out with my boy. Bye. Oh, wait, I'm clicking the wrong thing. There we go. Now I can say goodbye. Bye.